Having completed the Tekno EB48 2.0 build, it's time to choose your electronics and truly make the buggy your own. With a vast array of options out there, let's take a look at my setup. As noted in the manual, you'll need an array of electronic components to get your rolling chassis moving, and your choice will most likely depend upon how you're looking to run your vehicle. And here we go with mine, all complete and ready to run, well bar the body which still needs painting. So we'll crack on with my ESC and motor options, the heart and soul of the buggy. Let me start by saying I'm a very poor solderer, as you can see. It's stuck though and works, so I'm good for now. Anyways, as for the ESC, we have a Hobbywing XR8 Plus here, and after being a little concerned on size when I bought this thing, it actually turned out to be a perfect fit thanks to that wider chassis design. I even managed to get the power button nicely situated on the opposite side of the buggy just behind the battery tray, trying to keep things nice and neat. An XT90 battery connector soldered onto one side, along with motor and sensor cables leading across to the motor, a nice Hobbywing 4268 censored 1900 kV unit, which again fits perfectly well into place. Now I was back and forward between this Hobbywing setup or going for a Tekno solution, but ended up going with these due to easy availability in my location. And connected to the end of the motor is a metal 17 tooth pinion. Again, was back and forward between 16 or 17 tooth, but we'll give the 17 a try and take it from there. Nevertheless, I also ended up purchasing the Hobbywing Wi-Fi Express module, which plugs into the fan port of the ESC and comes in very handy when it comes to changing settings on the ESC. Quick and easy from a mobile device such as your smartphone. And that included setting a 7.4 volt output to the servo, an SRT BH9032. This is the first time I'm running an SRT servo in any vehicle I've owned, and so far it's been rather impressive. No problems at all, and even at 7.4 volts it provides some really good specs. The only issue I had with this is the servo wire wasn't long enough to stretch to the receiver box, nothing that a short extension cable didn't solve though. On top we have the Tekno metal servo horn, which is pretty much the only upgrade you need over the stock build, and notice how the horn is installed parallel to the servo saver arm. As long as you stick to the correct lengths when creating the linkage, you should be fine in that regard. Going to the back, no transponder installed, but inside the receiver case I have a Sanwa RX482 receiver with that built-in antenna linked to a Sanwa MTS transmitter system, which is a mid-range unit, although does way more than I need at this stage. It feels nice in the hand, and there's plenty to learn with this thing, especially when coming from a comparatively very basic Traxxas transmitter. This buggy has yet to be run and dialed in, so everything is pretty much standard at the moment, and for my wheels I ended up with the Sweep EXP GT tyres, which come pre-glued on these nice looking rims. Sweep GT tyres are made out of Sweep's own special natural hybrid rubber and available in slicks too. Although I went for the treaded finish suited to dusty or rough surface tracks or street racing, which is where I'll most likely be running first and foremost. And that's pretty much the setup complete. All that's left is to get the body painted, mounted, and then out for some testing. I'm still quite new to a buggy setup like this, so if there are any errors or improvements you can see, please do note them down below with any suggestions that I can implement to make improvements, although as it stands, this Tekno EB48 2.0 kit has left me seriously impressed and comes well recommended.